Welcome. Welcome to the 2025 Annual General Meeting for the Bluegrass and the Business Analysis Hall of Fame Induction Ceremony.
Woo-hoo!
Boom, boom. So tonight we're going to look back at the previous year and we're going to look at all the fantastic things that we've accomplished. Uh, and I think everyone will be very happy with what they see. So, the general purpose of the AGM, the annual general meeting, is for the community of the Bluegrass to see what's been done. The entire community is invited, including those outside of Louisville, outside of Kentucky. Sorry, I'm in Louisville. We review the accomplishments of the past year. We're going to share the strategic direction of the chapter. Each of the VPs and I will share the review of the program area, the administration of finance, community outreach. Well, I don't know if community is going to be able to. I don't know if Angela is able to get her microphone to work. But anyways, marketing communications, membership, professional development, sponsorship, strategy, and executive. That is myself. And for those that don't know me, I am Bill Powers, and I am the president of the Bluegrass. So we're going to start with Aaron, the administration and finance.
Start with the best, right?
Ah, of course.
So I am Aaron Wittenberger. I am the Vice President of Administration Finance. Outgoing because we had elections we'll talk about in just a minute. Um, and we'll be turning this position over to Kathy, which you will hear from toward the end of the presentation. So my,
Right.
my area is very much administrative, finance, and that. I don't do the glory things that community and professional development do. And that, so you'll see, I got regular duties to do and things like that, such as this, state and federal filings. So we have an annual report that we report to the state, the Secretary of State of Kentucky. That keeps us in existence. It keeps us our not-for-profit status and our incorporation within the state and everything. So if we don't file that annual report, then the Secretary of State will what they call administratively dissolve us. If they're not getting continual, reporting that, hey, we're still here.
So
um,
I'd like to do that with you this year so I'll know what I'm doing next year.
too late.
Oh, too late. You've already done it. Okay. All
The
right.
federal, as this is said, the filings are done. They were done early May. The federal, we have, because we are tax exempt, we don't have to report. And because we don't make $50,000 a year in gross receipts and everything, we just file an existence and that keeps our tax exempt status and allows the federal government to know, hey, we're still here.
Whoops. Sorry.
So we had elections. No,
I
we
jumped
had
ahead.
elections. Next slide. And the elections was last month in April. Many of you voted. If you were an active IIBA member, you voted for these 5 individuals, and they were all elected. So if you hit enter again there, Bill, you'll see our lovely little elected.
It's official. See the green arrow?
So it is official. They all got elected into this office. So on our next slide, we see these are all now elected and they're going into a 2-year term. That term actually starts July 1st of this year. So the board is in transition right now. That second slide isn't correct, or the second bullet point wasn't correct. Not all of them are incumbents. We have two people that are leaving the board. Uh, excuse me. We have two people joining the board, and I think it's three people sliding over to a new position on the
Yeah,
board.
so we definitely are going to have transition. Yeah.
So very much in the transition as well started and everything. And, it'll go through June and these officers take their rightful new office on officially on July 1st. And the next slide shows us what the board composition will be on July 1st of this year and will be for the next 2 years. So Bill remains as president. You can see all the names of those that got elected.
Look at all
Um,
these great people.
and so we have six program areas, that Bill, noted on the first slide and everything. Then there's the president is seven, and we have two branches. And there's a representative from each branch that is on our board. We call him executive director, but that gives branch, representation because we don't want to have a Boston Tea Party or Louisville Tea Party. I don't know. Can't have taxation without representation, right? so, so that will be our new board. And next slide. Finances. So this is our 2024. This is as of December 31st, 2024. You can see where we made money, where we spent money and everything. You can see there the gross profits there, actual versus budget. We did not make as much, but we did not go negative. So we still made $3,700 last year. You can see that sales was not as high as we had predicted everything. So therefore, event expenses, bank fees, they were all down, as well as our speaker fees. Our second webinar speaker did not charge us as large of speaker fee as we had budgeted. So that was good. Other than that, you could see we were pretty much right on line as far as our budgeting and that. And that's something we've been for the last 2 or 3 years is pretty good at budgeting. And now I think I turn it over.
Yes. And now for the community outreach and engagement, it's Stephanie Hawkins.
Well, hello, everyone. Glad to be here and see that my name is still on the org chart. Thank you for that, Aaron. Next slide, please. So in the community event space, we like to have fun. So our goal is to build a community, to spend time with as many people as possible, sharing, trying to engage with them, mentor, etc. So throughout that, we've been trying to introduce new programs, try different things during the programs that we currently have as established. So one of the ones that we have is our stable 5 years is our VAs on the Street, and we just had one last night, and it was a tremendous amount of fun and very uplifting. We encourage you to attend one of those. We also have, which we'll share with you tonight, our Bluegrass Hall of Fame, which is its 9th class. Some amazing people are in our Hall of Fame. We started about a year and a half ago. Plus is our building a community, and we are rebranding it to this coming year to Agile After Hours. So we're going to shake it up a little bit, and so the experience you had before is going to be the same but slightly different and a little bit more interesting. So please join one of those and see what that's all about. And our newest one is our BA Book Nook, which is, to me, one of the amazing opportunities that I get to have here at the IIBA Bluegrass chapter. I get to talk to amazing authors, and it's not a book club where people have to pre-read, but you're more than welcome to do so. We just talk to the do the authors about, what is interesting to them, what challenges they had, and just really get to know them at a personal level and not just as a professional level. And we encourage uh, everyone to ask questions and to really be part of that experience. Next slide. Okay, so here is our 2024 events and attendance. So I'm not sure what I can say about this. One of the things that we worked on this year is to rebrand our IIBA community, our social event to the Agile After Hours. Aaron and I had an opportunity to do a really fast-paced BA, not toolkit, but techniques session. A lot of people attended. It was a tremendous amount of fun, a lot of hands-on experience. And so in the fashion of that, we thought, maybe some of our attendance is it's not about what we're doing, but what we're calling it. So this year, we're going to rethink some of the ways that we brand or communicate our events and try to pick up that attendance. But of course, some of them we always do like the intimate experience with a limited crowd. So our goal is to see what we can do and make some changes in as far as branding and to get that attendance up. Next slide. Okay, so this is a question to all of you. So which of our community events have you attended in the past 2 years? So if you want to put that in the chat, that would be great. And so I would like to, our goal is to have you be the one, two, three, four, fifth one down, which is all of the above. So if any of you have any ideas or creative ways for us to hit that metrics, please let us know. It is such an amazing time when all of you join the events because you know so many other people and bring such a rich experience. And so we're very much hoping that we get more of our board and our core leaders here to be able to attend those events and help us to, to spend time together as a team and to share our knowledge and to help to mentor other people and just really, I guess, have a lot of fun. Okay, so we have some answers. Okay, so I got a lot of all of the aboves. I have the street in the Nook. I like how you brand that. The Hall of Fame. Okay. All right. So you're welcome to attend any and all of them. And if you have some other unique ideas on a community event that you would like to experience, but we don't have here listed, let me know. We'll get something built out and see where that takes us. Next slide, please. And I'll hand it over to our marketing and communications with Will Powers. Drum roll, please.
Thank you.
You're it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm William Powers. I currently am the VP of Marketing and Communications. Similar to Aaron, I will be changing over within the next quarter. I'm going to instead be working with the Northern Kentucky chapter and leading that and Greater Cincinnati area and continuing marketing strategies. Over the last year, we have had an increase in marketing. This chart actually appears to be a bit out of date, but we have had but looking at our follower
It'll
counts.
probably help if I put it on speaker.
Oh, and we just to do a specific increase or a specific one, we have had seen a decent increase within our LinkedIn or within LinkedIn, Twitter, and even a slight increase in our YouTube channel with subscribers. And we've implemented new platforms, including LinkedIn Events and Eventbrite. And we do have some notifications or to attend. Including these listed LinkedIn posts, event emails, Twitter tweets, Eventbrites. Thank you.
So I think this was supposed to be a poll.
Oh,
Which type of marketing notifications from Bluegrass
yeah.
chapter do you pay attention to? And I'm hoping the answer is all of them, even though that's not an option. Hopefully it's not none of them.
Yeah.
So, Bill, are you answering it for all of us?
I am. I'm going to answer for everyone. It's all of these every day. Even the older ones, I go back and I read them every day.
You're just not allowed to answer the last one, right?
Yeah, except for none of them. Yeah, that
Yeah,
is not an
anything but none
option.
of them. We don't want to hear that.
Right. All right. Oops, sorry.
Hello, hello. I'm Bronson Zell with membership here. So let's look at
Oh,
some slides.
sorry. There you go.
All right. Here's the certifications we had. Last year we had 79. This year we had 69. I think that's due to some losing some members to other chapters. The overall membership numbers for just Bluegrass are down, I think, with the advent of some additional chapters. But our CBAPs remain the same, and all the other numbers are pretty much the same. I think we went down by some onesies, twosies here and there. But still very good percentile of our members have certifications. So next slide. We didn't. We skipped the membership slide. Let me get that
Yes.
number. Give me 1 second.
Did I skip one? No.
Yeah, we had the overall membership numbers.
Oh, I missed one. Okay.
So that's okay. I'll just quote the numbers here. Let me open it up.
All right. Everybody talk amongst yourselves.
Yep. All right. Okay. We have 193 members. That is down from last year of 214 members. Our main membership base is, of course, the Bluegrass, Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio. We have 142 members. So the main, group of folks we have are local. We have 44 from other places in the United States. And we have folks from such places as Canada, India, Malaysia, one from Nigeria. That seems like a good mix of different countries. We did have some from the Philippines previously, but they have their own chapter at this point. And that's
Congrats to them, right?
right,
Yeah.
right. So passing
And
it over.
yeah, and since Red is not here, right?
But I'd also like to say congrats to all of you for making the Philippines chapter a reality.
That's right.
I think that's the dip in membership.
It could be. But it
Those
was
folks.
definitely us with leading them along, hand holding until
And it was a lot of fun too.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So since Red is not here, I can go ahead and read her slides. I'll go ahead. Here we go. Here's the event attendance. And pretty squiggly. But the current looks to be down a little bit from last year. Looks to be down a lot. If I'm interpreting that correctly, that means that last year it was over 250. At this point, it was almost 300. Maybe it's because we're so early still in the month. Well, we're not that early. It's 21st. Maybe it's just the timing, though, of our events. Maybe last year we had a couple extra events at the end. And we offer a lot of content to the community. And I think this is no new news to anyone. We offer a lot of content to the community and let each person decide what to attend. So we're averaging 6 events per month. I mean, think about that. 6 events we're averaging per month. That's huge. For a volunteer organization, we are, and if if you'll be in the regional meeting that we'll be having coming up, you'll see these same same stats, but my theme to it is we walk the walk. I mean, it really 6 events. That's awesome. So, offering a variety of events and content, the meetings, webinars, certification chats, professional development. BBAC, I mean, let's hear it for the BBAC. That rocked this year. It was a lot of work, and we rose to the occasion. The social community events, again, everybody tries their best to pretend like they like them. Our social community events, Stephanie just puts on a heck of a show at this. I mean, our social community events is so much fun, especially if you like trading cookie recipes and learning some agile techniques. So we have our virtual and hybrid events and tons of networking opportunities. So always provide outstanding participant experience. So true. So here is the highlights. We'll deliver the study group for 6 IIBA certifications this year. 6. That is awesome. Continue to offer our BA career courses, the EEP level training for an IIBA chapter price, which that right there is probably the biggest thing there to note at an IIBA chapter price. So you look at some of the executive training classes that we have, and they're very expensive. So if you're on a budget, which most people are or should be at least, that makes a huge difference. So we held 2 events at UW Oshkosh, bringing in the younger BAs, and I don't know if we have it on here, but we've been very active also with Western Kentucky University, and we're hoping to expand that. But we've done a presentation. Uh, we actually did a presentation for their business analytics class, and actually I think it was more than one class. It was a couple classes combined. But also, we've done some mock interviews with the students there and even awarded some of those students scholarships for a free student membership to the IIBA. And I have to say, I was very impressed with everyone that I interviewed. Here's my poll. So, which type of chapter events do you enjoy attending? If you guys want to use the chat, I've got that up and I'm watching it, but we're looking at chapter meetings, webinars on the topics, BA career courses, IIBA certification study groups, Bluegrass Business Analysis Conference was awesome. Social events to build a community, those are awesome. Tell me, what do you guys like the most out of
I'm
all of
seeing all
those?
of them in the chat.
I have to agree. You know what? I don't want to pat myself on the back or all of you, but I mean, they are all really good. We've had some like incredible speakers. The social event to build a community is always so much fun. BBAC, very educational. We had some incredible people speaking. Our certification groups, we just finished up the CBDA for Business Data Analytics. That was awesome. And I think coming up real soon, we're going to be starting, I think it's the Agile Analysis class. So I'd say the overall answer is looks like all.
And honestly, there's something for everyone.
I have to agree. I really think we did a great job. There's always room for improvement, which we're never gonna just say, okay, well that was good enough. We're always reaching for more, and so we're always open to feedback. If we haven't tried it, we'd be happy to try it. And sometimes you have to try things more than once. But the key is like renaming some of the events. Sometimes you just have to experiment some with that. in order to make it work. That attitude is what has brought us to where we are now. That and the hard work, but also the willingness to experiment and try new things.
Agreed.
So here's another poll. The Bluegrass IIBA chapter provides an excellent participant experience in their events. Always, sometimes, less than average, and never. Well, I have to say always.
I'm seeing
Uh,
always, always, always 110%.
Unanimous.
yes.
Yeah.
And you know what I have to say to that is thank you to the board, thank you to all the leadership, thank you to all the volunteers, the sponsors, everyone. It is because of all of that and all the members, because of all of that, that we're able to do this. And now, Kathy Lee for sponsorship.
Yep. Okay, I'm trying to keep a cat from jumping up into my lap while we're doing this. Okay, so yeah, Celerity Group are still with us. They're called something different now, but yeah, Health Tech Solutions. Yeah. But and thanks to them because they were our very first sponsor that we ever had when we first started the chapter,
Wow.
which is great. And then
Yeah.
Skills Development Group as well has renewed, and that's wonderful. And BA Knowledge Academy, thank you. And I think we did get our Jay Geiger Consulting, didn't we? It was a little late, maybe.
Yep, we
Yeah,
got
but
it.
we got it. Yeah.
Yep.
So, and then we've got some possible new sponsors in the making. We're working hard to get them. We're having lunch in Louisville next month, right?
Yeah.
And and then we've also got um Estravo and Why Change Consulting, which is really good, right? Both of those are. And of course, Estravo, we've had he's done the guy that runs that has been a speaker many times as well as from Why Change Consulting, right? Because that isn't that Yulia? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So both of those have been very, very excellent, very successful speakers at a lot of our events. And they're both great. And we really appreciate them.
All right. Next, strategy by Bill Powers. Welcome. So we approved the 2025 budget. We approved the operational goals for all 6 program areas of the chapter. We're tracking progress towards both of these. That was for the stability and strategic foundation. Helping others. So we've mentored many other chapters. Have for since we started, and we will always do so because it's all about rising tide raises all boats. And so that's what it's all about. Our strategic direction hasn't, actually, I would say, hasn't changed much from last year. We're going to continue to deliver world-class professional development programs. We're going to continue to provide a sense of belonging for our community, and we're going to continue outreach inside and outside of Kentucky with social media and personal, I guess that's personal email. So I want to talk about the 2025 Bluegrass expansion. Bowling Green. Now I know the past couple of years we've worked on this and have potential of it working, and then some things just kind of fade away. I mean, that's the thing with volunteers. They have lives, things change in lives. And so in the past when we've tried this, because it's far away, uh, it just didn't work. But we have a new inroad this year with Western Kentucky University, with with professors, administrators, and students, and we're hoping to solidify something with that that we're going to be able to get something moving along in Bowling Green. So this is a graph from last year, I believe, actually. And this is just showing that their population is 75,000 people. And whereas you have up here, Louisville, Lexington, Cincinnati area, and I know we were considering, I think that's Owensboro, but
Mm-mm.
we haven't made it there yet. Here's the Bowling Green population growth chart as of 2023. I mean, you can see it is growing substantially. These are the demographics and just the general statistics on it, supporting that it's growing. And as far as the breakdown by industry, and you can see that Western Kentucky University is one of the top. There's the medical center, metal forming. I think there's lots of potential here. The fact also too that we're virtual makes a huge difference so that people obviously they're not going to have to, well, they won't, number one, they're not going to, if we would want to have some things possibly in person, but with it being virtual, won't have to go through all of the trouble of getting things together with a physical place for everyone to meet. But we would want to eventually get there. Oh, and one other thing to point out, these are all potential sponsors. So maybe, how cool would it be again if we got General Motors? That would be the Corvette factory and museum.
Yeah, that would be great. Hmm.
Yeah, that would be great. Maybe they'll donate a Corvette to us.
That would be nice.
Yeah, it would.
You know, IIBA wrapped Corvette.
Yeah, that'd be great. All right, so leading into the Bluegrass Business Analysis Hall of Fame. And the purpose of this is to recognize the individuals that have made significant individual contributions to the business analysis profession within the Bluegrass state of Kentucky. The categories of recognition are service to the Bluegrass IIBA chapter, service to an organization within the Bluegrass, advancement of the profession within the Bluegrass. Currently, 20 members of the Bluegrass Hall of Fame, Bluegrass Hall of Fame, Business Analysis Hall of Fame. Today, we induct the 10th class of individuals, two new individuals that joined the Hall of Fame, two people that really, really have made uh, they've really made a difference in the business analysis realm. So, first we have Yulia. I'm surprised I don't have their names on here.
Yeah,
Uh,
Kosarenko and
yeah,
Pamela
it's, oops,
Peterson.
sorry.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Yulia Kosarenka. I thought I put them on here, but sorry. Anyway, so yeah, unfortunately, both of them couldn't be here tonight, both for specific reasons. And well, their their impact has been made. So we are honoring them. And as you can see, yes, this is Yulia, and she has been a mentor of the global BA analysis community. She's presented at the Bluegrass many times, along with the BBAC. She's done workshop training for the Bluegrass, facilitates the BA mindset, mentorship circles in which our community members have participated. She's training partner of the Bluegrass IIBA chapter, very active on YouTube, author of a few books, including Business Analysis, A Profession and a Mindset, and presentations and discussions are always welcome, always well received by our community. Here's a picture of her. Because she couldn't be here, she did send us the picture. And Isn't that awesome? 2025.
Mhm.
All right, so next, Pam Patterson, also an author. She is an international best-selling author, BA consultant, presented many topics to the Bluegrass BA community. She presented at a few Bluegrass business analysis conferences. I'm sorry, what's that? Okay. She has presented at many regional and global conferences, a best-selling author for several books, including Creating Requirements for Software Projects. Presentations and discussions are always well received by our community. So they will be folded into all of these prestigious people. Look at that guy. They'll be folded into this, and so there's Bronson. And whoops, went too far. And this final slide was just a final thank you. Thank you, though, to both of them, Pam and Yulia. Both are outstanding people, great practitioners, and we are lucky to be able to induct them into the Hall of Fame. So,
Congratulations to them. Both of them
yes.
received it
Congrats.
for the advancement of the profession in the bluegrass. And we, because they were unable to attend tonight, we're going to see if we can do a special one-off presentation for each one of them so we can, uh, you know, share with them our sincere honor of having them inducted to our Hall of Fame and to make sure that they feel that they're properly recognized. They've done so much for bluegrass and the BA community as a whole, and we are fortunate to be able to call them our friends.
I agree 100%. Thank you so much to both of them. I can say that they have had an impact on me with the classes that they have taught. So thank you. And to that, I am at the end of the presentation. Is there anything that anyone would like to hear or do or say?
Just
Nope.
I do, just the expression of gratitude that all of you are part of an amazing team of people that we get to spend time with, plus all of our members and new friends that we're making. So just thankful that, while we recap the end of the year, just the gratitude that to be able to have that experience and to be able to spend time with people and just really get to know a lot of people. It's one of the nuggets that I learned from last night is the appreciation. And I wish I could express it in a Hallmark card. I can't quite, but I can say I'm thankful for all of you and all of the people that got to spend time with this year.
We're thankful for you too.
Absolutely. We got to have our stuff.
Yeah.
So I'd also like to announce after party at Peter's Beach House there.
Are you ready for that, Peter?
It's still light out there too, huh? Look at
Bathing
that.
suits, you have to impress me with the bathing suit you select. Very colorful and
Yeah, I'll wear my bikini.
I'll send my regrets.
All right. Well, if nothing else, then I'm going to go ahead and
So everybody's going to Atlanta, huh?
yeah, is Atlanta Beach House
except
on
you,
the
Aaron.
ocean, except for you, Aaron.
Except me. Okay, I was bringing the beer, but if you don't,
Well, that Aaron's in.
Only drinks, rum drinks and umbrellas.
Excellent.
no, we're Kentucky. It's bourbon.
Perfect. Yeah, let's get it
There
straight.
you go.
That's funny. All right, everyone. I appreciate you coming tonight and participating in our looking back for last year. So now we're going to go ahead and get started for looking forward, and we will see you next time.
Here's to another good year.
Yep.
Thanks,
All
Bill.
right.
Thank
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
facilitating
good
both.
night.
Thank you.
Good
Okay.
night. Everyone
Bye.
have a great evening.
You too. Bye.
Bye.